Hi, I just wanted to talk about the recent news headlines related to Disney Plus. So, Disney Plus has been losing customers like crazy, and as a result, they've been pulling content off their streaming service and raising their prices, and now they're going to crack down on password sharing. And I understand the pursuit of profitability is an important thing, but I gotta point something out. Disney, bros. So, the people who are paying for Disney Plus, the people who have been providing you with revenue streams for a long time on not just, the movie experiences or the TV experiences, but the video game experiences, etc., etc., etc. Most of those people are in their 30s or above, 30 to 70 range. They grew up on the original trilogy and, you know, of Star Wars, anyway, and they grew up on the original Disney content. You, for quite a while, have been pretty much expressing that all of the franchise that you're continuing, like Star Wars, um, Marvel, a lot of this other content, the Disney princesses for that matter. I'm not a huge fan, but it is what it is. They're not for us anymore. We're not welcome. I mean, just to use Star Wars as an example, um, your attempt to make a more inclusive Star Wars, like, I understand that. Like, everybody wants to be included. However, the way you managed to do that, you sent a very solid message that said, yeah, these people, everybody, all these people are more than welcome. You guys, the people who made this franchise as valuable as it is, you're no longer welcome. So, that became a flip. You're excluding a large group of people to try and expand your audience base to include a bunch of new people. The problem with that is the people that you're excluding are the people who are paying for these services, who are paying to go to the movies, who are um, buying the games for their kids, who are buying the toys for their kids, etc., etc., etc. And, um, you know, that's a problem because the, the rest of the people are people who either A, don't really have that money to spend or aren't going to spend that money in large amounts. They don't have large families. They don't really even have any interest in sci-fi or fantasy or video games or anything like that. It's just outside their wheelhouse. They're not going to spend that much money. Maybe they're too cheap. I don't know. But I think it's pretty clear at this point that you've been trying to push for a group of a subset of your audience base uh, to the harm of the people that are the most stable revenue source for you. And cutting content from Disney Plus and raising your prices, continuing, pushing back against password sharing, and maintaining the pretty exclusionary messaging content that you guys have been putting out that just has the side effect of pretty much souring most of the people that I mentioned, that those original 30 to 70 plus people. That's not a good idea. They're not going to spend that much money. The economy is getting hard for them too. And they kind of look at Disney Eat content, Disney services, and say, oh, but remember when they told us that none of this stuff was for us anymore? Yeah. When it comes down to picking streaming services, when you're kind of worried about how much your paycheck can cover, Disney Plus is going to be on that chopping block. Disney Plus is, you know, I'm not saying it's got bad content. I'm just saying that you guys have kind of been pushing a particular political ideology to, I don't know if it's intentionally or it probably was intentional, to exclude a lot of the people that are paying the bills, that are making your company profitable. These people also go to your theme parks. And so, I'm not sure if I have better advice than make better decisions. You guys have been kind of prioritizing the wrong stuff for quite a while. Now it's really starting to hurt for you. Make better decisions. Maybe shake up the leadership a little bit. You guys, I mean, I hate to say this as a Star Wars fan, but Kathleen Kennedy is sexist and exclusionary, and she kind of ruined the best franchise there is with her decision making. Some of that's starting to claw back thanks to, Jon Favreau, David Filoni, people like that. They're working to try and bring back some of the good old days, some of the good stuff, and you guys have been forced to. You abandoned decades worth of amazing content in the form of the Legends content, and now you're slowly reintroducing a lamer, more homogenized version of that. But that too almost kind of has a little bit of an FU messaging, because you can't bring it back like it was, because you're sold on this exclusionary messaging that you keep pushing. And the same's true with some of your other franchise, Disney and the princess movies, and, I don't have a lot of skin in most of that, but, your some of your Disney princess movies that are basically saying that, all these older people who were into that, they're no longer welcome. So, and not everything has to be for every audience, but you probably want to always keep in mind the people who are paying probably need to be taken care of, maybe prioritized over activists who don't really pay to go to movies or pay for streaming services or play video games or any of that, or they don't have money to. Just a thought. Have a great day.